Welcome back to the most commonly asked question of the week. We're almost through with the series, and our last series is the clear to close. I guess you're wondering and saying, my lender and agent has called and said, we are clear to close. Light bulb just lit up. You're so excited. Well, when you hear the clear to close, it basically simply means that you've met the requirements and conditions to close on your mortgage. At this stage, your lender has fully inspected your documents and has verified that you have met all the expectations of the type of loan, whether it's FHA, conventional, VA, types of loans, and the amount of mortgage that you're requesting. Basically, once you are cleared to close, the lender prepares your documents. Well, you're saying prepare my documents. Yes, they will prepare your documents from the title search company, the title company. Basically, everybody's preparing everything for you to go to the table. You're wondering how many days before closing is your credit is pulled. And I hear that a lot. Well, yes, it depends on your lender, but some lenders pull your credit right before the final approval, which could be 1 or 2 days before closing. Remember that 1 or 2 days before closing, your credit will be pulled. Can you be denied after the clear to close? Yes. It's possible to be denied after you get the clear to close. If your credit score drops or if you lose your job, if something's wrong, there could be a delay. It's best to think of clear to close as approval that is contingent on your credit and employment, which the bank or your lender will be checking once more after you hear or get that call that is clear to close. That's why I mentioned about your credit inquiry again by your lender. What happens the week before closing on a house? I hear that a lot as well. What happens? And all of this is basically going through the clear to close procedure. All of this that I'm talking about. So what happens the week before closing on a house? Well, the week before closing on a house, a few days before closing, you will be notified of the final closing costs with any itemized list of all fees and charges. Also, you will be notified what day you're going to go to closing. Also, things like your appraisal costs, legal fees, all of that is going to be on an itemized list. This is the actual amount you'll need to bring in the form of a certified check or whatever the lender tells you. But it has to be certified funds. They may not accept a personal check, but cashier's check. But the title company will tell you what you need to bring. Because all your funds have to be insured. Also, depending on your loan, proof of homeowner's insurance may be required at the closing table. So if you've been procrastinating, please don't do that. You must make sure that you have homeowner's insurance and your flood insurance. Everything that is required on the insurance side has to be secured ASAP. Waiting until the last week may be too late. Depending on your loan, proof of homeowner's insurance, may be required at the closing. Flood insurance also, based upon your loan, based upon the location of the home, and you are required to have flood insurance, you will have to make sure all that's completed ASAP. You will also be doing your final walkthrough, and you'll be doing your final walkthrough with your agent. The final walkthrough is basically your last and final chance to make sure the home is in the same condition or even better if you ask for repairs before signing the final paperwork. So you just want to make sure that your final walkthrough is done. Some final walkthroughs happen on the morning of the closing itself. And then some just possibly happen a day or two before you close. But whatever you do, don't skip it. With anyone, with any agent that you choose, whether you choose myself or someone else, please don't skip your final walkthrough. If you find something wrong after you've been handed the keys, I don't know, it's basically going to be it's an issue to deal with, at that point, it's going to be all up on you. So therefore, I wouldn't basically just sign off and just not do the final walkthrough. So anyway, you're going to get your clear to close, and everybody's going to tell you congratulations while you're at the table. Make sure you take plenty of pictures. And if you're with me,